it's your old buddy Mikerowchip here playing Trainz 2022
Plus Standard Edition.
And this is Tidewater Point, episode 92. 92. That means Railroader's getting closer, doesn't it? Yep. As soon as Tidewater airs, the very Tidewater episode 100 airs, the next episode after Tidewater episode 100 will be Railroader episode 1. It will be. So I'm going to put it in between my rotation. So it'll be my first one is always Farming Simulator. Then it's Run 8. Then it's Tidewater. Then it'll be Railroader. Then C&O. And then UMR. So, yeah. And I'm also thinking about Derail Valley. I don't know. How many series can I have going at once? I don't know. Okay, but what I do know is that we have to get this going down here, right? Let me go to the yards here on my whatchamacall screen. What do you call that thing? Yeah, spreadsheet. All right, so we're at the wrong end here. We want to go down here, and these have to go to Bird's Eye Vegetables, which is Tidewater Dock, which is good. I think track 5 is where I've been putting them, right? Now, is there enough room on track 5? How much room we got left on track 5? Not exactly what I would call a ton, now is it? Let's throw that one, and that one. Okay. We'll see what we can do. We may have to move this train off of track 6. What? To where? I don't know. But we may have to. Maybe back into the upper yard? Holy guacamole. Okay, so let's pull forward here. As you saw about a moment ago, we are blocking that level crossing while we're doing this. But again, it only goes down to the dock. Listen, guys. All right? I bring you the materials you need to do your job, so you're just going to have to be patient with me. That's what it comes down. It's not fair, it's not right, but that's the way it is. Okay. About right there ought to do it. That'll do. This way, yep, and then this way, and then that way. That is correct. Now we will back it up. There's a lot of exciting things going on with my games. To me, anyway. I got the MP15s on Run 8, which basically are SW1500s in my book. They look almost exactly the same. Although I'm sure you could point out the differences to me. And I invite you to. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying that I don't see, of course. I haven't had a chance to run them yet. I have them at Rice Yard, but I haven't had a chance to. I moved them back and forth just a little bit. But I didn't have a chance to really use them yet, so that's exciting. I like that. Okay, so we got Bird's Eye, and then we have Tidewater Out right after that. And Tidewater Out is track 8. That's track 8 right there. You got that fella right there. What are those ADMXs? Yes, those will be, what is that, diesel tankers? I think so. All right, here we come. Slow it down here just a little bit. Just a skosh. Yeah, I don't think we're going to fit all these on here. How about you slow down like a whole lot more? Jeez. We hit it at 8 miles an hour. Well, let's call the maintenance guys. You guys got any spare couplers on you? We're going to need one, maybe two. I'm surprised it took that long to slow down. It surprised me. Well, when you have an accident like that, the best thing to do is just get in your SW1500 and juice it again. Get right back on the horse. All right. Here we go. I was watching some train videos on History Channel, which are pretty old. But they put a series out there. I think it's called Is it Extreme Trainz? No. It's called something Trainz on the History Channel. And they were going over some stuff I did not know about Trainz. I can't believe the first thing that pops in mind that I did not know, that I can't believe I didn't know, is the Trainz are the reason we have time zones here in the United States. Look at that. It's like a perfect fit. Take a picture. Nice. All right. That excited me. All right. But yeah, I'm probably preaching to the choir here, but is that really the right statement to use here? I don't think so. Probably telling you something that you already know. That's probably where I should have went in the first place. Yeah, when the train started going all the way across the country, of course, people had a hard time with, you know, in New York, it's 1 o'clock, and then in Detroit, it's, 10 o'clock or 12 o'clock or whatever the difference would have been. Because, every town went by when the sun's at the zenith, it's noon. Well, that doesn't really work when it comes to timetables. And so they were having a hard time getting the cars in at the right time or the trains in at the right time. So what they did was created the time zones. I did not know that the railroads were responsible for that. There's some other interesting things on there as well. Check it out. History. Now, here on YouTube, the History Channel on YouTube, it's a good watch. Alrighty. Here we go now. These go on track 8. Oh boy, a lot of these go on track 8. Okay. There's no way. How many cars we got to fit on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got to go on there. How many cars we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. It might be close, but I think we're going to have to get him out of here. Oh boy. All right, where else can we put him? Can't put him on this track. He's too long. What the haystacks? I mean, we could put him on this track. Technically, though, technically both these tracks are mainline tracks, right? Yeah, they technically both are. Got him parked on this one. I should try to leave at least one main line open, right? All right, looks like we're going to the upper yard. Now, if we go to the upper yard, should be lots of places we can put him, right? How about... No, not really on this track. Could put him on this one right here. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing on that track right there. And what track is that? That is track 2? Yeah, track 2, right? Is it marked on this end as track 2? 2? Track 1, track 2, yeah. This is inbound, okay. So we'll put him on that track right there. That's what we're going to have to do. We got to get him out of the way. Okay, who is this, by the way? Someone who hasn't had a turn in so long, I forget. Frankie. Frankie goes to Hollywood. Well, actually, he goes to the upper yard. Here we go. Okay, Frankie. Sorry to disturb you, but you got to get going, buddy boy. Alrighty. So we got this. Yes, this. Yes. Yeah, yeah. We want to stay on this track. Not, yeah, that's the bypass track there. So stay on this track here. Yeah. And then, yeah. And then, yeah. And then, yeah. So we'll have him back down this way. There should be plenty of room going down this way next to the giant berm. Now, is that brick? Oh, that's brick, baby. That is brick. The bricklayers cleaned up when they got that contract, didn't they? You want us to lay brick how high? And for what distance? Okay, you can kill the bell there, Frankie. Alrighty, here we go. Frank's been waiting to get down on Tidewater docks for so long, he grew himself a mustache. Yes, he did. Gotta have something to do. There's only so much Flappy Bird you can play. Should head on over to Candy Crush or I don't know. What are they playing now? I don't really play games on my phone at all, really. Sometimes I will, like if we're waiting at an airport or something, play some word game or something like that. But I'm not a big cell phone guy. Not that there's anything wrong with people who use cell phones for that kind of thing. That's fine. It's going to provide you some entertainment. That's wonderful. Now, here's a question. Frankie now is backing up. It's past time, so he's getting paid overtime. If the car's just sitting there, if the train's just sitting there, does he still get paid overtime for sitting inside the engine? I guess would be yes. So all my engineers sit in their engines all night long. I'm paying a lot of overtime. Like a lot of overtime. And also trying to think now, in these engines like this, I know I've seen some, when I watch YouTube videos, I see some with bathrooms. Are there beds in any of them? I don't think so, right? They wouldn't put a bed in there, would they? They don't want you to, because most of the time when you stop somewhere, you just get out. You're either doing a crew change, so you're leaving in a car, go somewhere, to a hotel, or you're stopping in a yard. They probably have facilities there. You don't actually sleep in the engine. It's not like a truck. Alrighty. Here we go. I also learned on the History Channel about the numbering of or the designating of trains by wheels. You know, like the American was the 440. First number means how many. What do they call them? Guide wheels. There are the ones that are before the power wheels. Then the second number is the number of power wheels, and then the third number is for how many are trailing the power wheels. And like they had what are they saying now? Gosh, they had two 6.2s, and they turned them into 2.64s. And the reason that the trailing number went up is because they made the firebox bigger. They started doing that on a lot of trains. That's how you got your Berkshires and stuff like that. We're going on track 2. Yeah, okay, track 2. And so he was saying, like, it used to be called the Hudson, and now it's called the Berkshire or whatever one it was. Obviously, I understood it when he said it, I just didn't memorize it. So it was interesting that they, that last number went from 2 to 4 most of the time because they added a bigger firebox on there, which allowed to get, I think they said 30% more horsepower, and still with a larger firebox, you would go through less coal. So I thought, well, that's pretty interesting. And this was a topic on CNO, and I thought, I already knew the answer to this, but I think I stopped one of my oil burning trains in CNO over the ash pits, and you don't need to do that. Because when you burn oil, the only thing you get is carbon dioxide and water. You do get a residue that goes on the metal. That's got to be cleaned out every once in a while, but it's nothing that gets dumped into the ash pit. So I got to remember that from now on, the CNO, that the oil burners do not go over the ash pits. There's no need for it. So, yeah. Coal, yeah. Wood, yeah. I don't think I have any wood burners on there, but oil, no. You don't need it. Someone had suggested that they don't think the oil burning would go on there, and as soon as I read their comment, I'm like, yep, they're right. They're absolutely right. Shouldn't have done it. And now I have shame. I have shame in my life. All right, so he's got to pull this monstrosity. Yeah, it's 43 cars. I guess it's not a monstrosity. It's a biggin. That's what I got my terminology wrong. It's not a monstrosity. It's a biggin. Man, I should have filled my Coke before I sat down. I'm almost at the bottom of it, which means I got to get up and walk 10 feet. Oh. I got to go into my butler's pantry and get a Coke out of the fridge in there. Yeah, I have a butler's pantry. I don't have a butler, but it was when we bought this house. It was we bought it 20-some years ago. The guy was, when we were still considering, he was taking us through, and he goes, and back here we have the butler's pantry. First thing out of my mouth, I said, a butler's pantry. It just shocked me. Then he kind of looked at me like I was weird. And he goes, yeah, that's, an extra pantry that you have off of the kitchen. Where traditionally, the butler would get the silverware and everything. And set it out on, oh, okay. Well, whatever. So we don't have anything in there but a fridge. Well, we also store our toilet paper in there. So the butler can bring us our TP when we need it. But again, I do not have a butler. I do not. It's just funny that we had that on our house. Never heard of it before. All right. There we go. Okay, plenty of room. And now we can back these onto here. Right. Yeah. And then the river point out start with the, the steel coils are the river points out. So the Tidewater out. What did I even say now? Track 8, yeah, sure. Yeah, that's track 8. We're all set up for track 8. Let's get that going now. Wait a minute. Tie. Here we come. Now, in the SW1500, I know SW stands for switcher, right? That's what it means. I did not know on the MP15s, which, again, look like SW 1500s, the MP stands for multi-purpose. Someone pointed that out to me, and I was very grateful for that bit of information. Kind of interesting. All right, now it's slowing down the way I expected it to. Of course, it's a lot shorter now, isn't it? Yeah, see, a shorter train's going to be able to slow down a lot faster than a long train. You'd think after all these years. I knew that. It's just that I misjudged the length of my train. I didn't think it was going to be that heavy. But apparently it was. All right, then all the rest of them, which are these conrails, are going to go on track 7, which is River Point out. Alrighty, stop it right there. Very nice. Apply the handbrake. Separate. And forward. That horn seems extra loud today. It's being a jerk. Now, we got room on this. Oh, hi. We got room on track 7, right? This is track 7 right here, right? What am I asking you guys? Yeah, it is. Track 7. So we do have room. We have room on track 7. I know it. Stand over here as the conductor. We'll say, I'll throw the switch for you right here. And that'll do. That'll do, Thomas. Wait for him to stop. I want to be careful. These you would imagine that these steel coils, which do have steel coils on them, they got the hoods on them too, so you can't see it, are heavy, right? That would make sense. Coils of steel, heavy. All right, Thomas has racked himself up 22 minutes overtime. His wife's going to be happy this week. She can go and blow it all on shoes and hats. Or whatever they bought back then. Oh, no, this isn't back then. Well, it is a little bit, yeah. Probably more like 90s, early 2000s. Judging by the equipment I have on here. Oh, they do have an SD80 Mac on here somewhere. I don't have any 90s. I don't think I do. Alrighty, here we go. Back that on up. Right. There we go. Right. There. Bada bing, bada boom. And stop. Beautiful. Apply the handbrake. Decouple. The switchless Lion. I ain't got any cars on there now. There we go. And that, my friends, is the end of Thomas's turn. Alrighty. Let me put you guys on pause. I'll figure out what we're doing next. We're right outside River Point Yard here. And we have an inbound train. Edgar. Edgar's coming into River Point. He was being held outside there for just a moment until we figured out, yep, we have absolutely no room for you. Come on in, pal. So here he comes. In his SD70 ACE, of course. Because what other engine do we have on this route besides that one? None other. Okay. So something weird happened. That wasn't it there. There we go. You see these takers going by us right now, the ADMXs. I've been using those for diesel. And some of them are loaded, some are empty. But I went and, you know, as I put the train on the route, I fill some of the box, some of the rolling stock, some of it I don't. When I tried to put diesel in here, it wasn't an option. It wasn't an option. So I put some, I think I put LPG or something in there to make up for it. I mean, as long as it's got the load in there, it's all we manage. We just all use our imagination and believe that it is diesel. And if you believe it's true, then it's true. So, yeah. So he's got mixed freight, as almost all my trains run. And these lights have been on for so long now that they don't even flash anymore. That's sad. Got a lot of TOFCs here coming to the River Point TOFC because we don't have any room there. Oh. So that's nice. And then these well cars coming up after it. Also going to River Point. Also, no room. It's going to be one of those, where am I going to put these? And the answer is, I don't know. But I'll figure something out. I figured it out over in Tidewater. Why can't I figure it out here? Because there's too many trains coming onto the route. I can't keep up. That would be why. At this point, what'll probably have to happen, if there's no room to put these on the tracks they need to go on, is just to start putting them back on the inbound track, and then just let them sit on the inbound until I can finally get them to where they need to go. That's probably what's going to end up happening, and that will solve some problems here. There's a nice shot of River Point Yard, huh? Here he comes in. There's Jeff. That's whose turn it is right now, is Jeff. He's just waiting for this inbound to get inbound so he can do something about it. Okay, so Edgar's going to pull up here. Here he comes. Here come. All right. That was the beginning of Wooly Bully, in case you didn't know that. He's got a red right here. Why is that? Junction's not aligned. Well, he's not going past that anyway. All right. So we will now go into manual mode. We're going to send Edgar right over to Tidewater, of course, so he can sit in the Tidewater engine shed until we need him. All right, so this one's going to go this way. We want it to go this way, right? Of course, now I shouldn't have to throw the rest of them because Edgar could figure this out, right? With the help of the dispatcher. These are CTC switches. Not that makes a difference in this game, but... Okay. Those are telephone wires. That was the bridge. It's on the outline of the bridge here. So here we go. Send you on your way, buddy boy. We want you to go to Tidewater. He's got a green, and he's got a green. Everything is green. Super green. All right. So that means we're going to have to get Geoff going here. Here he goes. Why did the signal suddenly go to danger for Edgar? Now he's frozen there. Frozen in time. Why did it turn to red all of a sudden? Junction is not aligned for this route. Oh, Trainz. Why do you vex me so? All right, let's move Jeff up here past this switch. And let's stop him right there. Okay, so let's... It got confused or something? I don't know. He's got it now. Now he's got a yeller. But he's still an emergency stop, and he'll sit there for like 5 minutes before he goes. That's unacceptable. Okay, so let's stop him. And let's start him up again. Now he's got a green again. Drive to track mark. Tidewater. If first you don't succeed, send him again. Is he still in shutdown mode until... Okay, so let's stop the train. And then let's abandon the schedule. Stop the train. Can I go forward now? What the? He's really not going to move? Okay, there he goes. There he goes. There he goes. I'm moving him now. Manually. Let's get him past this switch right here. Past this signal right here. See what that does for us. You don't have to be in lockdown anymore, pal. It's okay. I cleared it up for you. All right? All righty. What do you say now, huh? Track mark. Tidewater. Okay. Now he's got a green. Of course, he had one last time. All right. I think he's good now. He thinks. Now he's got a yellow. Why did it change from green to yellow? Now it's back to green again. The dispatcher's messing with him, right? That's all it can be. All right, he's got some steam going there now, so I think he's going to power his way out of the yard. We'll keep this view on just to make sure he does that. As soon as he knocks that signal down, he should be good. There it goes. Okay, very good. That's what we wanted to see. That switch was... He just ran through that last switch. It don't make a difference. We're going to go this way, and then we want to go that way. Yep. Nope. Let's back the old 1500 up. Right on back we go. And we'll start sorting this thing out somehow. Okay, we got two engines sitting right here and here. We're definitely have to leave some on the inbound track. We're not going to be able to sort all of these. It's just not going to happen. I think track 7 and 8 are really long too, aren't they? The 7 and 8 are what? River Point 7 and 8 are River Point Park, which is all these industries over here. So this is line 7 and 8. Yeah, look at them. Look at them. Look, would you look at them? Now this one isn't all that long. Why would I have told him to come to here? I don't know. Well, whatever. So we got these right here. We'll pull these tankers out. We'll pull this out. We'll pull it up to... then we got those three right there. Okay, so we'll pull it up to the grain here. Well, the grain won't be the last one that we sorted this first first cut. God, I love this. All these cars stationary over here, and all these ones stationary over here, and this one's sliding through, and you got engines parked. Life is good. That's all there is to it. All right, so we're going to pull this one through. Now, this one right here is going where? Purdue Greens. So that is River Point Park, right? Yeah. Yeah, so this is already the first one we're not going to be able to sort out anywhere. He's going to have to stay here on this track. And then right before him is Wicks Lumber, which is going to go to track 5. Okay. So maybe I will, can I, I'm trying to think now, can I sort them as I go? So anything going to River Point Park is going to have to stay on this track. We've got nowhere to put them. Okay, yeah, so we'll keep him on this track. We won't take him off. And then as we get more and more cars that, you know, are going to River Point Park, we're just going to have to keep piling them onto this track. One. I'm counting out cars. Yeah, I'm trying to sound like a conductor. It's not really working. All right, so here we go. We will apply right there. That'll do. And now we're going to go forward. And Wicks, I said, was on track 5. What's in front of that? Tidewater Diesel. Tidewater is track 6. We'll have to check that out. This is track 5 right here. That's track 6 right there. Let's do one thing at a time now. Track 5 it's already thrown for track 5. Is there room on track 5? Now let's clear this switch here first. I believe there is. Go right there. Now we'll back her up. Okay, track 5. We do have a little room. Oh, actually, we have quite a bit of room here on track 5. So that's nice. These are going to Wicks Lumber. 2 of them are empty, and the other one has logs on it. Because, see, to make boards, you need logs. I learned that a while ago. We'll have to see if there's room on track 6 to get these Tidewater bound cars headed in that direction. Slow down early now, so I'll make the same mistake. These are slowing down pretty quickly. Is it because Jeff's a better engineer? Could be. Maybe the conductor was not calling out for Thomas very well. Hence, the connection. What were we doing, about 9 mile an hour, 8 mile an hour on either side of the map? Alrighty. Back it up to the frogs there. That'll do. And we will apply our handbrake. Now we're going to move forward. Tidewater Diesel. Has to go on track 6. So what's track 6 look like? This is track 6 right here. Oh, yeah, we got room on track 6, too. Oh, it's a joy. Flip right around back this way. This is the first switch we're going to have to clear right here. Sure wish I wouldn't have taken off the switch list, but that's all right. We'll wait till he clears the switch. We'll get it back up. All our diesel tankers. Not tankles. I don't know what a tankle is, to tell the truth. I think it was just a Freudian slip. Is it really Freudian, though? No, I think it's just a slip. Not even a fancy Freudian one. It's just a slip-up. I said it wrong. Okay, so let's grab onto this one now. There we go. What's going on? There we go. Okay. I think it's just the last 3, right, that are going back here. It is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, then the other ones are going to River Point Refinery, which is track 3 and 4. So one of those tracks got to be available, right? Here we go, back this a ways. Slow it up here just a little bit. Just a little bit. I want to throw like a horse saddle right on here and sit on it. Of course, you have to have a real wide spread for your legs to get over this amount of curvature there. A lot bigger than a regular horse. You might be sore, a little saddle sore after maybe like a 3-minute ride. Okay. We'll gotta kind of eyeball this one. Just eyeballs. There's number 1. There's number 2 out here. And then this is number 3 right here. That'll do. We'll apply it. Right here. Yep, River Point Refinery. That's where all the rest of them are going. And I said that was what, track 3 or 4. 2, here's 3. 3. Yeah, we'll put them on 3 because we still got room on 3. 4 is wide open. And it's not a bad idea to have some kind of track wide open. But the way things have been going. Yeah, wide open's not a bad idea. All right, so we'll stick this one on track 3. Throw that back over. Open tracks are good tracks. Okay. Bag it up. Okay, so let's align for track 3 now. Track 5, track 4, track 3. There we go. Back over this way. There it is. Look at all the exhaust coming off this engine right here. He's getting bored. He's been sitting there for so long. He's got the independent brake on fully. And he's got it notch 2. Just for something to do, you know? Kind of like revving your engine. Does that work? You put it in full independent. What notch could you get it to before the whole train started moving? It started overpowering the brakes. Or would it? It might not. Sounds like something I'd like to try. It's kind of like driving your car. What happens if you're driving your car at 45 miles an hour and then all of a sudden you pull up the parking brake? Does that ruin the car? I think I saw Mythbusters on it now that I think about it. And in movies, don't you see when they pull up on the parking brake, they can like, do some Tokyo drift or whatever? Do some drifting. I don't know. Okay. So I'm doing this the new way now. This shunting. Normally I'd say, okay, I'm gonna put you guys on pause, figure out where the next part of this cut's got to go. I'm just staying with you now. Why not? Kind of wondering why I used to do it the other way. It's all good train action. Alrighty. So this one's got to stay on the track. These, I think, these are ethanol, so I'm pretty sure they're going over to Tidewater. Those will be track sixers. After I'm done recording this, I'm probably going to take it easy for about an hour. And then I'm going to go out and rake leaves. Like you care, but I'm telling you anyway. There we go. Get some good leaf raking in. That'll be nice. Clear up the yard a little bit. We get closer and closer to the time where all the leaves are down. There's no more leaves to be had. At least not ones I'm going to worry about. Okay. Alrighty, so we got this guy. Well, let's do this. This guy can't go nowhere. Then we got these two. Then we got this. Probably going to the refinery. I don't know where all these are going. And then we got this big long line, which I think are all going to River Point, aren't they? And then we got these on the end. Oh, we still got a ton more. So let's go up to the TOFCs. Then we'll make our decision from there. Forward to the TOFCs, please. Here he comes. Once the last TOFC, well, actually, once that first well car gets up about right here, we'll stop it. Then we'll figure out where everything's got to go. I know some of it has to go to Tidewater. Like I said, these global ethanols have to go up there. This one, I think, is going on to track 3 for River Point Refinery. All of these are probably going to sit on the track. Those might be going to Tidewater Mills there. I don't know. How do I keep track of all this? Sometimes it amazes me. I play so many different routes. You would think I'd be like, I have no idea where we're going. And I guess it does happen. You know, it does happen. But I don't know. Do I have a railroader's mind? Is that what it is? I just can kind of remember. I'm so familiar with the routes. I've been playing them for long enough. Still, so many different routes. An engineer does not have to memorize, you know, this many different routes. At least I don't think they do, right? Or at least, I should say, become familiar with. All right, so we'll apply this. We'll do this. Then we'll do this. Now, these are going where? These are going to have to go right back on this track. Now, why did I not do that already? I don't know. That was really dumb. I said they had to go back on this track. Then I messed up. Okay. So let's pull forward a little bit. We're going to have to reconnect. Well, can I just... Wait, I can just reconnect them right here, right? Yeah. Well, there we go. Okay. One more horn for reverse. Is this how I want to do this? Push these back on? Because the next one's up. I have to go to a different place. Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm blocking is what I'm doing. Get these out of the way, and then all of the River Point Parks will be blocked together, and then I can grab off the next hook. Okay, so the real question is I know those all go to River Point. Where does this one go? Peninsula. Now, Peninsula Co-op. Is that Tidewater? Yes, that's it comes out of Tidewater. That's the local that takes it out of Tidewater. So let's get that back to Tidewater, which is track 6. Okay, little sloppy on the stop there. Gonna miss it by a entire car length. Then some. Apply. Now forward. Alrighty. Okay. So yeah, track 6 is where we're going next. Back to track 6. Right here, and then right there. Yep. And River Point Refinery for that first tanker. That's going to be track 3. Still have room in that. I think we should. Go. Yeah, so 6. Yeah, we got plenty of room on 6. We got enough room here. It's only one of them that's got to go. We'll get plenty of room for 1. And then these got to go on track 6, those Tidewater ethanols. Okay. The old Peninsula Co-op. Is there... that's got to be... they're not on an actual peninsula, right? I mean, why are they called Peninsula Co-op? Okay, why did that stop like that? I did not do that. Come on, boys. Give it a push now. Shove them back. This is loaded, so it's got to be crude oil, right? Gotta be. That'll do. All right, now let's go over to track 3. So all the River Point parks will be nicely blocked the next time he has to cut up an inbound. It'll be the same inbound, plus any other cars that get added onto it from the rest of the business we have going here. So this one will go to track 3. Why do I keep turning off that like habit? This one goes to track 3. Come over here now, thank you. And then Tidewater's come back here to track 6, and this is going to go back on the income. That's what we're doing now. Go over this way. There he goes. This should already be set up for track 3, right? Should be. We'll check it out. We'll be good railroaders and make sure the switches are thrown correctly. There's 5. There's 4. Looky, huh? 3. All right. We got room on 3 for 1. What the heck is this? It don't matter, right? CSXT. Well, that was another thing I learned from the History Channel. Now, I know Chessie System, which is one of the companies that CSX absorbed, had a cat on it, right? It's got that cat symbol on it. It's the C, right? And in the middle of the C, there's a picture of a cat. And I never noticed it before, but as I watched History Channel, they pointed it out. It's a sleeping cat. And why is that? Well, because back when they used to do a lot of passenger traffic on the various railroads, they used to try to get people to come on the trains. And although they didn't make a lot of money on it, they were hoping that if, certain CEO were to go on their passenger train and like it, that they might go, well, maybe I should have some of my freight shipped by this company because they did such a nice job on their passenger service. Not sure how the two equate, but, who knows? Let's apply this. And so they started an ad campaign that said, and the first part doesn't make sense to me, and maybe it's just an old saying. They said, travel with us and you will sleep like a top. I think that's what they said. You will sleep like a top. And so, what? What do they mean? Like a top? When I think of a top, I think of one of those little spinning things. So I don't know. And then in their thing, they had a little kitten that was sleeping in the pillow. And I guess it was like under the bed of the little girl that was sleeping. And so many people reacted so positively to the little cat that they changed it to sleep like a top to sleep like a kitten. And then the kitten became the symbol of Chessie System. Sleeping kitten. How do you like that? I thought that was pretty interesting. It's a pretty interesting history. Okay, now we're going to Tidewater. This is track 6. So we're back up here again. All right. So, come on out to the ball. Yep, we're good. Okie-dokie. Couple of loaded ethanols, and then an empty Purdue grains, which we can't get rid of right now. There's just lots of things going on here. Lots and lots of things going on. All right, let's rotate over to this side. There we go. Is he going to forget who I am now? Shut it down. Contact. Nope. It did it last time. Now this time it won't shut it down. Shut the engine down. I don't know. Or, the throttle. Turn the throttle off. It didn't do it this time. I do not understand it. Okay. About right there should do. Now we go back to the inbound track, see what we have left. Here we go. There's that. Inbound tracks, the next track over. One track to the right, from our perspective. There we go. Long clear. Back it on up now. I gotta go back here so I can see when to slow down. Get about 5, 4, 3 car lengths. 2, 1, half. Look at it. We're such a good team. Okay. Me and my brain, I mean, because I'm the only one out here. But anyway. Okay, so now we have Purdue. And then we have all these River Point TOFCs. Then we have River Point containers. Then we have Tidewater outs with the well cars. So we got to get those out of there. And then we got the Harley Brothers. So everything on the end has to now go on track 6. But not this episode. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Oh, it was a satisfying sneeze. Oh, it's not going to happen again, is it? No, it's not. Okay. We don't have time because I'm looking over at the time and we just crossed the 55-minute mark according to my timer. So that's it for episode 92 of Tidewater. Oh, which means 93 is next, and we crawl closer and closer to the beginning of Railroader. I'm really excited to do that. That's a good game, as this is too, don't get me wrong. Okay, why don't you like? Why don't you subscribe? Why don't you leave me a comment? And if you don't like the fact that we're leaving cars on the inbound track because we got nowhere else to put them, well, this just may not be the channel for you.